You don't notice it, huh?
What?
Yeah, you never noticed that she reminds you of somebody?
Wait a minute, what happened?
I'm gonna find it.
Oh.
She does.
Like somebody famous?
Yes. That's right.
You famous? You famous?
Because there are only two ways that I recognize this person. Either I know him, or see you there. And she remind me of it.
I am.
That's what's up.
But I can't take no pictures or nothing today unless we get it clear.
I feel you. Your publicist and all that. I feel you. That's what's up.
Yeah.
You still doing autographs though, right?
I will do that. Just for you.
I got my bag.
Oh. So at 2:15 it's gonna automatically post. Can somebody Google what Robert Lee said about Confederate monuments? I was reading it earlier. He didn't believe it.
You talking about his grandson?
Robert E. Lee, when he was talking about, he really didn't believe in it.
What did Robert E. Lee say about monuments? All right. Let's see. Road to the Times. Okay. Nope, that was about slavery. We don't want that. What did Robert E. Lee say about monuments? White Confederate Memorial, little slave. Oh, here it is. This was on PBS. All right.
Yeah, so whatever he said, somebody bring that up. I got my glasses on. Can you see, baby? See?
My trip might be damn kind of.
Yeah, you down low, though. Easy rate. Boom.
Easy rate 29.
Nah.
Yeah, I can't have dudes calling me daddy.
No.
If it was all ladies, that'd be different. Hey, daddy. All I think that can now be done, he wrote in 1866, is to protect the graves and mark the last resting place of those who have fallen. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't know why you don't say.
What's
Another song for restaurant. I don't know.
He was not actually anyone.
I've never really ate it. I've never been there.
All right, y'all, we got a minute.
Cool.
I just been eating decent. Burger Lane.
I gotta get up with you. I need everybody to eat. I probably should eat everybody chicken. I got a meat bowl.
I like soul food, but I'm just
These are his words right here.
Robert E. Lee
That's
about
a
it.
letter he wrote.
Do it say he was against it or?
Yeah. I mean,
okay, as regards, yeah, I think this
his
is where I
thing
wanna
about
go.
monuments
All right,
is
stand by.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another Sunday of the Petty Crew Radio Show. As usual, I have my riders with me. Let me go on and introduce everybody to you guys. In the building, we have KB.
In the house.
What's good?
What's that?
In the building, we have Rosz.
Hello, y'all.
in the building. We all have these funny ass names. But this one go take the cake. Easy Ray's in the building.
Hey, baby.
You remember, what was the guy that paid for, was the cowboy, was
Who?
it Crazy Ray?
Crazy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mike,
Yeah, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
Easy. Okay, so he's Easy Ray.
Hey, everything is easy.
And I am Boss Hogg. How you guys doing today?
Yeah.
We're going to go on and jump into this. It's been a crazy week, man. We've seen the, not rise, but the protest, and everybody has come out. Everybody has said something, man. And, the big issue right now is removing all these Confederate statues. I have mixed feelings about it. I really think that at the end of the day, that is it's really not that serious, but you know, hey, to everybody else, you know, it means something totally different. So that's what we're going to discuss for the first part of the show. Also, don't forget, we will give out a trivia question. One person that calls in who has the correct answer will be placed in the coach raffle. That's something you might want to pay attention to. It will be posted on the Petty Crew page, and it will be posted on my social media page. So let's jump right into it, crew. How y'all feel about all this that's going on with this whole push for removal of all these Confederate statues?
Easy Ray. You know, it's out of sight, out of mind for me. I mean, I grew up in Pennsylvania, so I don't know how a person would feel down south. I don't really know. It doesn't bother me because I never had to see it, so I really don't have a real opinion, you know, because what I'm seeing on the internet, some of the people down there never even thought twice about it until the issue got brought up about removing them. Then they hit them, okay, yeah, we should remove these, and some people don't care. But it's causing a lot of havoc. You know, I mean, it's deep. It's deep.
Okay. Again, I have mixed feelings about it. I was on my way here and driving, and something popped up out the blue. And I know this is going to resonate with some of you guys who are sitting here. And I thought about symbols. And I know I have a couple of you in here that understand how important symbols are. Which made me think, well, hold on, let me backtrack real quick on my initial stance, which was, let these people have their statues and their symbols they lost. Boo-hoo. But then it struck me again, as I said, as I drove here, this is a symbol to people. This is a symbol which says I'm going to hold on to that old way of life when we had African Americans as slaves. And a way of continuing that through laws, through however you choose to do that. And so again, that symbol to them guys is major. So that's why these guys are upset. I don't agree with it, but again, I understand the symbolism. Now, with that being said, let me throw this question out there to you guys. Removing the symbols, does removing the symbols kill that, how can I put it?
Hate.
That killed that hate, that continuation of...
No, because the statues didn't bring about that. So it's not gonna kill it.
Mhm.
It's just not anything right there in front of you to see, to remind you of it going forward. I mean, that's internal of how you feel. If you take something off, or you take something away, or you knock it down, hide it, whatever the situation is, your feelings are still true. They're not based upon that particular monument or statue or symbol. So no, it's not going to change anything for me.
Okay, but what about these white supremacists? Does it not do what symbols do for us? Which every time I see that symbol, or they see that symbol, is continue, this whole fight of white supremacy, continue this whole fight of keeping people of color in a lower position. Does it push them toward that?
No, I mean, once again, I'm still on the same thing. I think it's just going to be there. Yeah, they see it and it may make them proud when they walk by. They have a little, smile on their face as remembrance. But if you take that down, they're still going to have it. Yeah. And it's just like the Martin Luther King monument. If you take that down, we'll still follow him. We'll still have our same views. It'll still be there. It's just when we walk by, we feel pride. We feel prideful as African Americans. When they walk by, they feel the same way. Now I've never spoke with them, so I can't quote them, but that's just how.
And I appreciate the warning. If I see one.
Hey, what's that black actor's name? Man, I watched a video of he made. He used to do the 7-Up commercials. You guys know him. Somebody, he had the little dreads or whatever.
The 7-Up.
It's an older 7-Up commercial, but he's a black guy who played in a couple of movies. But he said something that I understood. He said, "Let them keep their damn statues." He was raised in Mississippi, He said, "I want to see who hate me."
Yeah.
I want to see how people feel about me.
That's why I say I appreciate the warning. I take the warning.
Well, something, as far as the statues, now, sitting here thinking, now anything that people can say stands for negativity, hatred, anything negative, I don't think should be in the center of, let's say, Times Square. It shouldn't be in the center. Put them somewhere. Y'all want them, y'all can have them. We ain't got to destroy them. Y'all can put them wherever y'all want them, but it shouldn't be in the center of the city. It shouldn't be, right there for everybody. Mixed feeling. The people that want them, let them have them. Okay. You don't need to destroy them. Just like if a person with a flag, they had a Nazi flag, and the woman was complaining to the guy, "Hey, you got a flag? Hey, I'm glad you got your flag. Now I know who you are."
Right.
Now everybody on the street knows.
I take that.
I was reading again. I try to keep up with everything going on when it's going on. Duke has decided to remove their Robert E. Lee statue. And it's funny you saying where it is placed. It's funny that their statue of Robert E. Lee statue is placed by the place they worship. And so they're being proactive, saying, well, let us go and remove it because we don't want anybody to do anything to where people come to worship and
But are they being proactive? Because that statue has been there.
Oh yeah, it's been there.
And they made a decision to put this statue up. So now, since it's some turmoil behind these monuments, well now they're looking like, let me go ahead and take mine down.
Yeah, yeah.
But
almost like following
suit. You was prideful when you put it up. So why change now?
They'll lose money because any kind of protesting,
exactly.
Anything that's going to draw negativity towards the school, we need to go ahead and get rid of this before it gets to us.
Yeah, they're not proactive. They just don't want the relic that's going to come behind it. Now that it's up and people probably going to walk by and be like, oh, we got one?
Yeah.
I agree. It's kind of suspicious, Then we have here in Dallas, you guys know that there was the same type of protest was here. I believe it was yesterday or something at a park where we have, those statues, whatever. Truth is, like I never even paid attention to them, and I really don't care. I believe that it's peanuts, as I put it on my social media page, it's peanuts compared to the real issues that we have going on. So why are we fighting and arguing about some statues? Not only that, I thought the next question that came with my status, which was, so if we're going to remove those statues, why not remove the statues of the Martin Luther Kings? Why not remove the statues of the Muhammad Ali's? Why not remove all the statues where we have people who, those are symbols of peace, togetherness? Because it's almost like saying, well, y'all represent, hey, we understand, hey, we get that. It's good and it's evil. But why not, if you go remove one? What if that's a white supremacist or racist say, well, I don't want that. I don't want that symbol of Martin Luther King in Washington. Would that person then be in the wrong for having his own feelings toward it?
Well, no, he can have his feelings, but you know, hey, everybody entitled to how they feel in their opinions. Right. But anything that stands for peace, love, unity, those are positive things. You know, we don't want negativity. People have fought wars against negativity. I mean, hatred. You know, hatred. You know, and the monuments they want to take down, the people that want them down consider them to be part of that hatred era. Well, I can't say era because we living in it right now. Right. We about to be fighting in the streets in a minute.
This is continuation.
Yes. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, but like you said, we have bigger issues at hand. And, you know, and people are raising lots of money to deal with these statues too.
Now, a little history behind it. You know, we try to educate while being petty at the same damn time.
I'm on the right show then.
Already, you on the right damn show. Easy, right? Yeah.
Crazy.
Here's what I found strange, man. I always try to find the logic and the motive behind stuff. It's funny that we're having problems with Donald Trump and his issues and his push with this whole, you know, white supremacy, whatever, how you hate these hate groups and his, you know, not so much as really disowning or saying that they are not right, but oddly enough, behind all these statues are the white women. What was the name of that group? The Daughters of something. Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but
I saw that.
Majority, or if not all of these statues, were funded in money raised by the women of these Confederate soldiers, of these families, which led me to think these white women continued the legacy of white supremacy when they overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump. Think about that. It was not blacks not showing up to vote. It wasn't Latinos not showing up to vote. It wasn't white men not showing up to vote. Donald Trump is in office right now because of the white female vote. Which ironically, who were funding these statues over all these years. So do you guys see the correlation of where you have the opportunity to elect a woman? You know, we want equal pay, we want all this, and if we get this woman, they back a what? A white, racist, bigot, hateful man. Think about that.
So can I assume that everybody here didn't want Donald Trump as president?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, see, I have a different view on that. See, I'm glad Donald Trump is the president, but I'm not glad for the reasons you might think. Now, see, before Trump, everybody was pretty much undercover. More than half of these dudes wasn't out there like they are. Mm-hmm. Now we're getting to see everybody, how they feel, how they think. And I'm not just talking about white racists, I'm talking about black too, because we got racists too. But it's the white ones that's out there going crazy. But before that, you didn't know your neighbor was out there about to burn a sign and a cross on your front yard. You didn't see that. You know, they were talking about trying to burn a cross on Stone Mountain.
Yeah.
Yes, but they had to say no crosses. No do that.
Well,
come on now.
Now I will say this. if you notice, I really don't even talk negative about President Trump. I do not, because I will say this, I do agree with you that, to me, he is exposing everything that these delusional white Americans and a lot of us black Americans kept saying, oh, we're past racism. We are heading in the right direction. This is still the land of opportunity. Yeah, for some. So I was one of those who was like, I'm glad he's there as well. Because he's going to bring out what, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's bringing out exactly what I want y'all to see. I have a White House that is not even fully staffed, and this country still goes on. I just seen a segment of folks that have just decided to quit a department in the White House.
They dropping like
They
flies.
resign. How does a segment of people just say, you know what, we're going to resign?
Sinking ships.
I'm done, sir. You can have
Yeah.
it. You can be 45 and 46. I'm out this joint. You doing
So here it is, we worried about statues.
which is petty.
And
I mean, let's go ahead and put it out there.
And flags.
That's petty. Y'all, we've walked by these statues, at least for 20 years, and now, but we need to take it down. Well, what about everything else that's going on?
did it take Donald Trump getting in office for all of a sudden this to happen? You had President Barack
The
Obama.
only thing he's doing is just bringing out the color of people.
Yeah.
It's been going on, but when are we going to get fed up to the point where we actually do something? Because to me, bringing down the statue, okay, now what?
Right.
I mean, that's
What's
my
gonna-
point.
right, what's gonna
Hopefully
change-
He'll keep pushing these buttons where we actually want to get up and do
I gotta
something.
keep bringing up our Caucasian brothers and sisters because they scare me. See, also there was another rally in Boston, and that one didn't go well. You had thousands of people that was against this protest of some white supremacists. So imagine thousands of people who show up to a rally that was set up by some white supremacists. And maybe it was only about 30 of them, but thousands of people who showed up to protest, to fight back against them. I have to keep going back to our white Americans because I'm trying to figure out, what did you guys expect when this is what Trump ran on hate? These people really believe, these alt-right leaders, all these, I call them bottom feeders in the white community, these low-wage workers, barely educated people, this is how they really felt. But where are the people who y'all voted for them too? That's y'all understand where I'm coming from? If majority of the females white and plus the white men voted for this guy, why it seems like it's you see more protesters that are against it than there are for it. You see what I'm saying? So they kind of scare me because it seems like y'all can play the fence. Y'all can straddle the fence. The whole time the presidency, everybody thought Clinton was going to get it. All them polls said, oh, she got it. Well, we found out otherwise in that voting booth, she ain't going to get it. She got the hell beat out of her. She ain't going to get it. The crazy thing is when Trump won, he won the right way. What I mean by that? Again, we're under this illusion that the popular vote counts. Miss Clinton got hell of a popular votes, but she lost when it came down to the states. You know what I'm talking about? The electoral college vote.
They need to stand that way.
No, they don't.
Man, it's horrible.
We have to be careful about, and we have to educate ourselves on what are we really in a democracy, and that's a whole nother conversation. But again, you know, back to these statues and all that. Again, they scare me because it seems like y'all can play the fence. See, the real racists, they're not out there protesting. They're not.
They making money.
They are judges. They are judges. They are attorneys. There are people in positions who voted for this dude that got him in office. Yeah, we seeing the infantry. You know, those that go out there first to get killed, and then the real leaders are in the back, like just go get killed. You know what I'm saying? So that's, and again, I'm thinking about they're the foot soldiers. We just the face and the dummies for the real problems that we face. A lot of them dudes ain't got nobody education. One cat was in college, now all of a sudden he's sick and my life is ruined. You have to be dumb to even go out there. You know cameras.
Yeah.
See where I'm going with it? Did you see where I'm going with it?
He said, well, they put my name out there and now my life is ruined. I had to move out of my little town. Well, nobody made you watch with them cats. I'm not a racist, though, but why would you with them then?
Right.
I mean, guilt by association is worst case scenario. I mean, that's best case scenario, that you guilt by association. But you were out there marching and spouting those words and, you know, whatever signs y'all using with your fingers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're doing.
Hey, but I have a question.
What's up?
When they doing they rallies, and it's called white supremacists, right? But they meaning be totally different from we have our rallies.
What you mean?
They rallies be like so white folk like KKK is kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna be like all for the black Americans. I mean, it be about that, but we're not about that violent. Like we hate y'all, we hate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
being peaceful.
Yeah, they'll be like,
and then too, our protests are inclusive. They history shows us when you can look at the civil rights movement. It was a mixed group of people, black, white, whatever. Now you might not have seen too many Hispanics, but when you gave us rights, you gave every other race and minority rights. You know what I'm saying? And so here it is. You have so that's why it look different. Anytime you have a group that's based on hate, killing, and all that, and we still have this stigma of peace and love. Because like I said, I'm not that brother. You come with me with that in Dallas, Texas, you go see these hands.
Hey, but
I'm not Martin Luther King. Now I believe in his dream, but his dream failed. I'm just keeping it one because he didn't make it. He didn't make it to see these birthdays come around. So, what's up, Easy Ray? Because I see you guys.
Yeah. See, but one thing y'all fail to realize is that on the neo-Nazi side, when they were protesting, it was black people there too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they were in the group. They're neo-Nazis too. Y'all didn't know that some of those neo-Nazis are black.
I didn't until I saw them that day when they did
they're
like
black.
The video of them. I did see something.
And then they've been getting DNA tests and finding out that they're not 100%. They're black. They're like this black. You know what I mean? Give me a piece of chicken black.
Right.
And you know, but what they're selling their people is, that DNA test, nah, you still without your 100%. But you hate all blacks. If you were really for your people, like you say, yeah, you 1% black, yeah, we gotta cut your throat, you out of here.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't accept you. You're not hardcore like you claim to be.
Right.
Because you accepting black people, hey.
Right.
I don't understand.
Right, because them real racists.
Yeah, the real cats, no, they will cut their own throat. They find out they're part. Oh my God, I got 10%.
Yeah, they go commit suicide.
Yes.
Real quick, man, we got to get this little trivia question out again for those who are listening, and if you are watching. A raffle for a coach set too will be announced winners will be announced October the 1st. And so, you guys that are paying attention, I've already posted on my social media page. So here's the trivia question for the winner who calls in. Which U.S. #1 single came from Diana Ross' platinum album, Diana? If you call in, don't post on my page with the answer. If you call in, the telephone number is 972-591-8272. If you call in with the correct number, you will be entered in for a chance to be a winner of the Coach raffle. You know, the Petty Crew has had their spiel on this whole statue thing, and it you know, we are in agreement as a group that we got bigger fish to fry. With that said, man, we gonna go on and keep this train pushing. And in the absence of our girl ShellyT, we hope you feeling better. We're going to get into some relationships or some relationship topics, and she sent me a good one for everybody out there that is listening and watching live or whatever. So she says, should your spouse have access to phone and social media passwords? Should your spouse have access to phone and social media passwords? Again, those that are out there listening on live, man, call in 972-591-8272. Because I know we finna have some fire real quick in this segment. Let me get mine out the way. First, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. That's my short version. Quick story. I literally, over this issue, it's funny that she brought this up. I literally got into it with one of my classmates. One of my classmates' husband on this subject. And it was on accident. I just happened to see my classmate. She was on social media one early morning. And I woke up early. You guys know what I do for a living. So I was up early, probably about, 5, 6 in the morning. And I asked her on her page, why are you up so early? The response back was, this is not her. I'm like, stop playing. No, this is not her. But again, this comment to me is coming from her Facebook page. What this guy does is he goes out of his wife's Facebook page and comments again under his Facebook page, which led to a whole back and forth. Because I thought it was a joke. I was like, girl, stop playing. But it was really the husband who was in her Facebook page.
I just don't have time.
Talk to me. We talking about should spouses
I don't have time to
should
play
spouses
these
have
games. If I have
passwords?
them, I have them. If I don't, I don't. I mean, that's just pretty much where I am with it. If you ask me for mine, my phone is not even
locked.
You can press the button and it's there. If you want it, find it.
Yeah.
Then sit down somewhere and shut up because you shouldn't have been looking for it in the first place. But that's just my take on it. I'm not gonna ask you for it. If I feel like you're doing something, it'll come to me. It'll come. You can only hide it for so long because you're gonna slip up. I know I'm sitting in front of 3 men, but y'all can't hide stuff for long. You forget what you said, who you said it to, where you were supposed to be at. So I'm not gonna go looking for it.
Yeah. You don't want your feelings hurt. You don't want to see nothing you don't want to see.
KB, say it one more time.
If you don't want your feelings hurt, you don't want to see what you don't want to see. Hey.
Let me echo that real quick because I see Easy Ray got something to say. And
Easy
I would say this. I joke about it, but I'm dead ass serious. Don't go through my phone and be pissed.
Exactly.
Not that I'm doing anything, but don't set yourself up to be pissed. Because just like you or Ross said, I don't lock my phone. Now I lock mine for my kids, but those are certain apps. But my phone is open. You know, you can't get on my Facebook. You can't get, you know, just certain stuff you just not gonna be able to get into. But that's for my kids. But you can pick up my phone. Don't set yourself up for failure. That's my little take on it. And then, come on, Ray, talk to me. What you got?
Nah, man, I keep it simple. I don't have a problem with it. I don't care, you know. I mean, I keep my computer on. It's on 24 hours a day. All my pages, I got 50 pages up at a time. I don't care about the phone thing. It's locked, unlocked. I know passwords. She know passwords. You know, I go on hers and put stuff on there. That's probably why I got hers. If she want mine, she can have it. I don't care. I barely go to Facebook anyway. I ain't know. I might got a Twitter account. I don't use that stuff, man. You know, I'm a phone talker. You know, I'm not even into texting. I can talk faster than I can type.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're cheating or you're not something.
Exactly.
It's just some people don't take things a certain way, or it might be someone might comment, but it might not really mean nothing. But that person gonna look at it as, why she say it like that?
Yeah.
And it's not really like.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess we all, I look at, I would say this, dating, we're in a relationship, it's just not going to happen. You're not my wife. Because certain things I believe are for different situations. We dating, I'm going to look at you crazy, like you don't really trust me, which, because 9 times out of 10, that is what it is. Now, if you're married,
I'm about to say something.
if you're married and there's an understanding, I get it. Now, me, I'm still not going to give it to you on the principle that you should trust me the same way I trust you. Even in when I was married, my uncle said to me, he said, "Say, man, you know, your wife just tags you that y'all married." I said, "No. Well, you need to go look." Which I don't have people knew I was married, but social media, I just like keeping my stuff off of social media.
Yeah.
I feel you.
So he was like, you go look. Now, that's my wife. I get it. Whatever. She wasn't going to trip if I didn't. I see you every day. But I did it. But I never went to her social media page. I never once. Because I think if you have other things in life going on, that's just not something that you think about going to. Like, let me out the blue go pop up on my wife page or my girlfriend. Let me see who's talking on it.
And keep strolling.
Yeah, because you looking. You looking.
Well, people put all of their business out on Facebook now, on the internet. Everything. I'm going to the bathroom. I got a big dump coming up. Whatever it is, they put it out there.
And then they
but everybody have friends. You know what I'm saying? If I have a 500 friends, you might not know my 500 friends. So if I post a picture and somebody comment, you have a problem with what they said because you don't know that person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's somebody that you know, that person cool, it's okay. But it's a problem when it's somebody that you don't know, that's my friend, that's not your friend.
But that password thing, I can understand it because, years and years ago, I had it's all about who you're with. Yeah. Because I had a girlfriend that she was checking my emails. And I'm like, well, what the hell? You know what I mean? And she was complaining about some stuff from females. And I said, first of all, she didn't understand spam back then. Spam, the internet, and she wasn't real savvy with this stuff. Right. I said, well, nobody's sending me stuff. You know what I mean? I said, it's spam. And she didn't get it. I said, so from now on, you're going to stay out of my email, right? She's like, yes. So about a week later, here she come again. You're back in my email. I had to block it up now.
Man, look, y'all know I'm petty.
So spam.
Y'all know I'm petty.
No,
Who is
Yes,
spam?
yes.
You tell spam. I see.
Say, man, I'm petty. I did this once to my ex-wife. I like sleeping on the couch. I don't give a damn. I got a bed. I like sleeping on the couch. I mean, that's what I do. So what I do,
It's strange.
I had my BlackBerry, and again, I don't lock my phone. One night I woke up and caught her putting my phone down. Now, I didn't say nothing, get mad, but oh, I got you. So what did boss do? I hit up one of my homegirls she didn't know. I said, hey, I need you to send me the craziest text message you can think of. I don't care how raw it is. Send me the craziest text message you can. Because I just played it off like, you know, you already kind of half sleep when you looking, and she dropped it down, so she don't really know if I was up or up, you know, whatever. Because I didn't say, what you doing? I just let her put it back down and kept it moving. But I said, oh, I got you. I said, send me the craziest text message you can send me. And when I say she sent me the craziest text message that you can send, I can't wait till we hook up, woo, 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 blah, blah, blah. It was off the chain. And I just waited for time to pass by, let her go through the whole routine. I'm sleeping on the couch, doing everything until she brings it up. And lo and behold, she brought it up. Now with me, and people know me, I'm a tech dude. I record everything on my phone. Everything that is done on my phone is backed up to something. So that means I can delete text and still have the original text.
Right.
So I let her go through that whole drama. You got somebody texting you with this and that, talking about they gonna do this. I say, sweetie, no, I'm teaching you a lesson. Don't go through my phone. I say, I sent a message to somebody to purposely send me this message. No, you ain't, you lied. I say, you know I do back up everything on my phone, right? She say, yeah. I say, well, let me send you the original text. Let me show you the original that led up to her text. And she's looking with a dumb face, with this dumb blank face. Oh, that teacher you stop going through my phone. If you trust me, trust me.
Talk about who you with.
Point blank and simple. If you trust me, trust me. Oh, now she hot and pissed. Don't be hot and pissed because I got you. I should be hot and pissed because you was going through my phone.
You touching my stuff.
You touching my stuff. Now, ironically, you know, when she sent me this, when ShellyT sent me this, I was like, oh, we're going to have a good one. So here go my researching ass. I said, let me find something on this subject. And of course, there's a million stories about it, but I love psychology. I love picking people's minds apart. So I found something from a psychology standpoint. And basically it summed it up that in the article it says that, you know, the key is not sacrificing openness for privacy.
Yeah.
If your partner wants the password to your email account, she should be able to have it, and vice versa. At the same time, you might have a conversation about why there's no need to go poking around. Other policies may be to decide to live your lives together offline and vow never to exchange passwords or fingerprints or otherwise access one another's emails, texts, or photos. And this is from a psychologist. He goes on in the article to say that a lot of it is rooted in seeing if somebody's cheating. They did a study that shows that more women were doing it to see if their man was cheating. Men were doing it to snoop to see if their woman was cheating. So a notion that, oh, I just want it, and I ain't saying for everybody. But if we did a study on it, it's gonna show. And it's really rooted in, I'm trying to catch your ass. Let me see if you doing something. What's up, Ray?
You looking every day.
I
Right.
have time.
You remember I was talking about the girlfriend was going through my email? But back then, it hit me, you know, most people are curious. If your email is open, people go and look. And I was the same way, but my thing was, okay, if the email is open, I'll close it because I will look if it's there. I'm just, people just nosy.
I have done that
So
before.
I'm that way. I will close it just to not look. I'm not. It's just open. So
I
I'm
have
just,
done it before. That is true. Because if you look over and it's up, the first thing you think is, And then my second thought is,
Right.
Let me go and say hell no.
I just like
Let
that,
me-
Let me just go ahead and close this, because once I start a search, I'm like you. I'll Google your whole life before before I'm done. So don't even feed me. Don't let me taste it. Let me go ahead and shut it down, because the end of it, I can tell you how your family got to America.
Right.
So let me just go ahead and shut it down, put my mind back to where it needs to be, and be done with it.
Because people are
Hit
curious.
the X button and just
Yo,
sit over there.
listen, okay.
And
we
be
go
done.
stop with this damn curious. I am.
I'm serious.
That's just how I
Hey, I
I'm
don't
finna say
listen.
I am.
I'm not listen. I feel y'all. More power to you.
I will
what's up.
Google your whole life.
I'm just saying. And again, I watch how. We take our cues and how we deal with relationship and marriage. If you're raised in a household where you can watch that and learn from it. I can see my mama saying hell no. KB, you know my mama.
Yeah.
I can see my mama telling my dad, not because you should just trust me. And vice versa. But I can see my mama saying, why? I'm not with it if you are, this has happened. Y'all know how I'm on social media. A lot of people, a lot of chicks come in. It's no secret, I have more women on my damn page than men. I have to start telling people, if you got a significant other who's insecure, don't add me as a friend. Because we could just have a Facebook and just be tight on Facebook. That is Facebook. But when I get an inbox, why my boyfriend think we having sex? Damn, just saying hello, I see you.
Do you like
He
it?
insecure.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah.
But
There's people out there like that.
right, but that's what happened. I mean, so I guess that's why, and it's no different than, we can lead into this. I'm sure you guys have seen the joint Facebook accounts.
No, haven't seen that.
Oh,
I have
See, I'm not really on there
a
tight
friend
like
of mine
that.
and her husband
We got-
have joint Facebook accounts.
Wow.
it's a couple of them out there.
I mean, when you say joint, you mean y'all just...
say, man, listen.
They set it up.
So
One
your
Facebook account, and they both have the password and whatever to them. So
y'all got
she'll
that group
post-
profile picture.
She'll post, he'll reply, she'll reply. But that's how their relationship has always been set up. They do everything together. There is nothing that they do separate.
So it's not the same as if I have an account and the pictures and... it's
No,
two
y'all just
names
have-
on or it's just one account, but y'all both run.
So it says Boss
she's
Hogg and
barely on
Rosz.
there, which is
Okay.
ironic. She's barely on the page to like because she's I went to high school with her, and one of our friends passed. So he went in a room and he was like, "Are you going to the wake?" And she was like, "What wake were you talking?" He was like, "Oh, your friend such and such passed. Everybody is commenting on it. You was tagged in a post. We were tagged in a post."
See, that's too much.
And she was like, "Oh, okay, but they have one
They share.
Facebook
Okay,
page
okay. Yeah,
that they
that's
share,
cool.
and their friends are on there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Be it her friends from high school or his friends from, high school or whatever. They have one Facebook.
Well, see, your friends are different than my friends. Some of my friends have secret accounts.
Oh wow.
I got
You know what I mean?
But yeah, it's
there
a
is a flip side. I do have those that have.
yeah, but they
They come
literally
up
have.
under a whole nother name, and you accidentally click on it. You be like, "Come on!" Even I know this is you.
Yeah, my cousin got a little secret account, Snicky McNuggets or something. I don't know. How am I gonna find you with that name, man?
Yeah, I mean, but
Where you're not supposed to.
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, they literally have that. Like I said, Boss and Rosz, and it's one, and you don't know who at any given time
Yeah,
is
who's
coming.
gonna respond?
But
And see,
that's
I don't
it.
do a lot of commenting on Facebook. If I have to say something to you, I send it to your messenger. If it's, most of the time I'll do that. I'll send it straight to a messenger versus putting it out there for everybody to see. And besides, I don't like back and forth. I'm a phone person. I like to talk. I don't like to type. So I only really go to Facebook when I have to. I put things out there because it's my job to put things out there
Right.
sometimes, and that's about it.
Yeah, like I said, I just think, I mean, if you trust me, why you need my password? Social media, why do you need it? Whatever, I just can't see a logical response.
There are
I can't see
logical
a-
reasons.
Yeah.
Trust me. Let's say I want to put something on my niece's Facebook page.
Okay.
I might need her password, but it doesn't matter. I can have a friend. People, they trust me like that. I do things for people, so sometimes you need to.
Okay, so right, so it's gonna be-
relationships wise, it's helpful for people that work together for different things. But I've never had a personal relationship
Right.
that I ever did that. They always were trying to break into my phone or something. So it was always something stupid.
It's
So,
like, man, I done.
They done figured out the password. It was a sunflower chest, nigga. I don't understand it. They breaking in, figuring it out. I'm like, how the hell
Right.
did you get that? Chicken lump. What the hell?
If you know me, if anybody knows me, they know my password. I mean, mine is not hard.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to know on the radio.
Well, it's the same. It's the same across the board.
Okay.
Mine is, I just don't have anything to hide.
Bubble butts.
I do. I
There
have
you
something to
go,
hide. I'm boss hog. I have something to hide. I'm gonna
What are
stand
you
behind.
hiding?
I'm gonna stand behind what I say.
What are you hiding?
Don't set yourself up for failure.
What
Don't set
are you
yourself up for a
hiding,
company.
though?
That Danny Terrios his favorite entertainer.
I'm gonna give you
ASP,
a prime example. I get told all the time I flirt.
Welcome.
But if I
That's why
give
I wear
it
sunglasses
to,
all the time.
if I give it to, they say the eyes is the gateway to the soul or whatever. You don't need to see my eyes. You don't need to know.
You making sure you can't tell who you're looking at any one time.
Yeah, that's what that is. It's sundress season too. It is sundress season. Let's make that clear.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, because I do not want you. I don't want a conversation to come up to where it's like you said something that I feel was inappropriate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like that comment that you made. Now that's a whole damn irrelevant ass conversation.
Comment on your Facebook.
No, but it could be in the inbox. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
I
then my next question is, why are you taking it to the inbox?
that you have
where
access to.
conflict have come up. Because if it was innocent, you would
No,
put it out
it
there
don't listen.
on her
No,
feed.
you didn't hear me, Raj. Listen, Raj, you didn't hear me.
No,
I
I
literally
heard
went back and
you.
forth with a dude, and it was on his wife's regular page. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say
I
nothing
know,
crazy.
but you said you had something to hide in the inbox.
No, I ain't saying I have something to hide in the inbox. I'm just saying if somebody goes in my inbox and might not like something that I said, because I don't delete nothing.
Yeah.
I do not delete
Yeah, I'm
nothing
with you.
out of
Yeah,
my phone.
I don't either.
Yeah.
That's
Inbox.
horrible.
Emails from
I do not-
1998.
Dude, if I go in my phone right now and tell you that I have over my Yahoo account, but I don't delete nothing, I have probably over 100 and some thousand. I've been with Yahoo going on 20 plus years. I do not delete
My email deleted. I got so much stuff in it.
20,000. I'm at 100 and some
This is
thousand
just
emails.
unread.
I'm at 42.
Yeah, this is just
I'm at
unread.
100. So again, it's not about,
You can easily catch me.
it's not about being secretive. It's about just trying to kind of not have a conversation that you don't, if you can avoid it. That's all I'm saying, because it don't take much for a wrong word or somebody can read something the wrong way and
I
like,
think it's damn if you do, damn if you do.
Right.
Sometimes it ain't gotta be nothing bad, but somebody gonna take it the wrong way.
Right.
You say, why you say it like that? You like,
You didn't say it like
it just
anything.
But that's already filtered in their head, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bingo.
So you can't change that. That's already filtered, and it goes
that's-
back to what Easy said.
That's why they
It's
look
the
at that.
type of person that you're dealing with.
right.
I don't go looking for anything because one, I don't want you to come looking for me.
There you go.
Right.
That's my life
Like
ain't
that ain't
always
sneaky.
right. I don't always want you to come
Right.
looking for me, so I'm not gonna go look for anything. Now, if it's brought to my face and it sits on my doorstep, That's a totally different subject. And I'm not going to go to your Facebook or your email. I'm going to you.
Hey, we have a caller calling in. Talk to me. No, we do not. Give me the answer to the Diana Ross question.
Is it upside down?
All right, that is the correct answer. Here's what I need you to do. You have won, or you have entered yourself into the coach raffle. What I need you to do is send me a message with your name. Do we need address?
No, you don't.
Name and telephone number, and we will have you entered in. October the 1st, tune in, and we will be doing it live. Next week, we will have another trivia question, so be paying attention. As long as you call in, that's how many times you go in. We want to thank you for being today's winner again. State your name again for us. Okay. All right. Well, I know who you are.
Congratulations.
Go in my inbox. Baby, it's boss on the radio. But yes, it is. No, yes, but no, seriously. It's me. Go in my inbox and give me your name. Or since I know who it is, put your telephone number in there, and we'll put you down. And like I said, you'll be entering in. Next week, I'll be putting another trivia question up. If you're the only one calling in with the correct answer, guess what? You're going to be entered in. And I'm sure you can give those prizes to somebody. Thank you for calling in. Appreciate it. Woo!
Thank you.
So now see if she go to your inbox right now and see that telephone.
See? There we go.
It's going to be a bad
It's going to be a problem.
Then you got to explain it. The radio show, Coach Bag, 2-hour conversation.
Go back and
Oh, you
listen.
bought her coach bag now?
Yeah, she said it at 2:52.
Right.
Your clothes is cut up outside the back in the pool.
Why she sending you this
Her
number?
number.
Yeah, what she want? First of all, I'm gonna ask why you ain't supporting what the hell I'm doing. Because if you were supporting, you would know why you.
Right.
Yeah.
Once again, why is you in my inbox?
All right. Why the hell you ain't about to the first place? Looking, I ain't give you my password. I didn't say be my secretary.
You know what I'm saying?
Monitor what the hell I got going on. But say, man,
That
listen.
is hilarious.
This was a pretty hot topic. We gonna take a break, and KB's throwback song of the day is Heavy D. I Got Nothing But Love. And when we come back, we gonna go on and talk some sports.
Yeah.
Love that.
Oh, that was funny.
Say, that's who the hell is she?
I was waiting on you. And I said, oh, now that's how we get to the inbox.
Yeah.
That's how we start the creep.
That's how you start.
Send it to my inbox. And I'll get back with you. You just leave
I'm
it
just
there.
saying, you go run.
She gonna call back and
Say in real-
another show.
Man, say in real
I
life.
gave you my number. You came over my house.
In real life, like my ex-wife really wasn't like that. I removed off my Facebook because she made a comment on the status. No, she didn't make a comment on it. She said it at home, and it was me and KB when we were younger. We like going to the strip club, eat, talk about
all the
life,
time.
kids. That's what we went to
I do
do.
got some good wings, but they know where you go.
So I put on social media. Yeah, man,
I know
they
you
eat.
do got
That's the only reason why we went.
I never was into the strip club.
No, you didn't hear me. We went to go
Make
eat.
money.
Think about it. It ain't number $250 to get in during lunch, or it might be free.
We barely
Buy a drink.
paid them no attention.
Yeah.
Or
Buy a
how
drink.
You sitting? You know what I'm saying? You might look up now and then, but
Yeah.
we grew up.
Buy a drink,
I'm
and you eat for free.
Have a nice
Buy a drink. How much drinks cost?
It's happy hour, so
I
you know
ain't drink, I'm saying I can buy a drink.
a dollar. Say, man, $1.50. Wait, think about it. $1.50 burger gonna get you a cheeseburger with fries that will cost you probably about $7 at McDonald's. Where the hell you think we going? We gonna go hit the strip club. We can sit back, laugh, talk.
And I only know because my best friend's family is in the strip club business. So, yeah, I mean, they got nice buffets at some of them, but some of them hot wings is really
Yeah.
is the best. Like I'm not
Oh
even
no, I feel you.
We went-
like they hot, and some of them. I mean, like now, what Onyx used to be, that was a club more than a strip club.
Right.
When I was young, I
I got my damn haircut and done.
my thing was
My boy was on the damn the thing.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So that was more of a, like a.
my head was screwed on there. I had two things. One, if they ain't coming home with me, I'm fucking wasting my time. Two,
Right.
I'm just making money. I love making money, and I was always making money.
What section you got? Stuff like that.
About what?
Tia told me.
No, I said I sent the.
We need to find something to make some
It's
money.
that's still that anthem that's still going hard. But yours is probably gonna tie in together.
Yeah, the one about
Dez.
Dez. Yeah.
What's going on? What's happening?
Oh, about Dez comment about
Well,
somebody's
so,
family.
when you come back, how you
So
do it?
what we're gonna do is Roz is gonna set up the sets, and then we'll just jump in.
Hey, let me open up, and then I just want to say like two lines on something going on. Then I go like, Rob, what you got to go with something on sports?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's fine.
She's saying something.
Hey, we are back. There was KB's throwback song of the day. I'm gonna turn it over to Roz and KB, and they go bring us in with some sports. Let's go.
Hey, what's happening? This KB and my girl Roz. What's going on, people? First of all, I just want to say what's up to. I'm a huge basketball fan. My boy Rick Fredell was in the hospital.
Oh, damn. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? So I want to say good blessing to him. And all my football teams, high school, college, little
Okay.
league, it's that time, baby.
Okay.
Time to get it on.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Who y'all favorite football team?
I'm a 49ers fan, man.
Golden State Warriors.
You said Golden State Warriors.
I'm Cowboys all the way.
I don't even watch
All
football.
the way.
I don't even need to be sitting by.
I'm not even I don't even watch football.
Sit closer. Sit
I ain't
closer.
watched football since back in the day.
What?
I'm basketball.
Okay. I'm not wrong
I
with
just
that.
love. I don't have a favorite team. I just love football.
I love the sport. Yes.
Yeah.
Sun up to Sunday.
I'm gonna have something for y'all soon.
I just thought about something
Midwinter.
real quick. Man, let's take time real quick. I didn't think about it at the beginning of the show, and I'm turning back over to you guys. We want to send our condolences out to a legend in comedy, in the civil rights movement, in keeping that whole thing going. For you guys that don't know, last night we lost the great Dick Gregory. So I just want to throw that out there. You know, make sure this show show love to that brother. What we got going on with sports?
What's up, Ross?
Oh, I'm good. Just still dealing with the same old. My NFL
Okay.
I'm with it.
is holding tight still. We still got the protests that we're talking about. I see more and more people, African American people,
And
let me
white.
say that,
I see some white folks.
Yeah.
that are now taking the knee or sitting during the national anthem. We still have some people that are in the NFL that's kind of holding back. If you want to give us Dez part of the situation, since he's not my favorite right now.
That he got right back up there on the top of the list. He just trumped every dodo.
Between him and Michael
They got
Vick.
something to say. Yeah, they jockeying. Well, Michael Vick ain't getting that P right now.
Yeah, so he ain't talking.
Yeah, he good. But Dez just said, hell, I'm gonna take that spot since his wife on boycott. And he was like, I'm gonna take it. So what's up?
I mean, I heard something on TV about Dad said that he was with it. He was with the protesting or something like that, but he's not gonna comment on it. He's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of goes back to a conversation we had like on 2 shows where we were discussing like how some football players might not speak out because they position.
Right.
They don't want that to be like.
Right.
They don't want. If I say something,
Repercussions.
you're right. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
something gonna happen to me or my money or my other things that I do. So, I mean, they kind of when he said that, it kind of put me in that place. I'm trying to think about that.
What he said was, I'm pulling it up. When he was asked Tuesday his thoughts on the NFL players protesting the national anthem, he said, "Whatever they got going on with that, that's them." This is what he told the Dallas Morning News. "I don't really have nothing to say about it. I have a family to feed." Now, my first question is, who is he referring to with whatever they got going on? Is he not a part of the they? He is an African-American male in the NFL.
Maybe he's from those that's protesting. It
Right.
gotta be who he's talking about.
I have a family to feed. You don't think these same people have a family to feed, or the people in history had a family to feed when they were fighting for your rights?
Right.
I mean, everybody have to feed somebody at one point in time. So
Right.
I just need a clear subject on who is the they. Because to me, we're all a part of the they. When did he get excluded?
And I just sit like now I see more and more. Well, the guy from Seattle, he started doing it last year when Kaepernick was doing it.
Marshawn Lynch?
No, the defensive lineman.
Benny.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
He
that is
was
true.
doing it last year when Kaepernick started, and find out that Lynch been doing it
Yeah.
for years. Like they say. So I don't know. I mean, but I guess because he wasn't outspoken anyway. Yeah, he wasn't vocal anyway. So it wasn't. I guess it wasn't a big thing. Or
Yeah, nobody ever asked him why he did it. That was the main. That's
Right.
the main issue.
Who with who?
What is it, Ben?
right.
With Bennett and with
Lynch.
Lynch. Nobody. They're just now asking him why is he sitting down, and he said he don't have to explain
Yeah.
pretty much anything to you white people. Let's talk about this and let's talk about that. So he never really put a purpose to it, and I mean we're still guessing because he still haven't said anything to this point.
Right.
And Del Rio, Oakland's coach, said he don't. I don't care what he did.
I mean, outright he
Yeah.
said that.
Well, yeah.
We brought that up last week when he said that, because that was the first of him sitting and, somebody took a picture of Marshawn is sitting
Right.
doing the thing, and they asked the coach, because he didn't do any interviews. By the time the reporters got back there, he was gone. He had showered.
He gone.
Yeah, he out. We don't want to mess with him anyway.
Well, it's the media that blows these things up because it really was a non-issue, but they blow it up and they drag it on anything to get them to sell some news, and that's what they did.
And that was going to be one of my points. It's just really fueled by the media, starting with Kaepernick.
Yeah.
I mean, he took a knee. If you look in history, a couple other people have taken a knee. Why is it so relevant now? I mean, I'm glad it happened because it opened up some thoughts, some processes, maybe some feelings. It may have even made somebody get up and do something towards something. So I'm happy it happened. But if the media just took a picture and said, "Oh, he's kneeling,"
Yeah. Because
and then that's it, would it still be this big issue that we're facing now?
Yeah, because for real, his knee could have been just hurting that day. And he could have just been kneeling down. You know what I'm saying?
Now he's swept into.
Well, let's get back to Dez real quick. I mean, I read his. Hell, I made a status about him. We just got those black people who. I need my check. And summing it up on social media. This money come before my pride and my dignity. I mean, that's basically all he's saying. That's gonna have to take a back seat. I just need this check because when you are financially, and it's just real. I don't care about money. I keep hearing people saying, these people, they make millions. No, they don't.
No.
No, they don't. They gonna make them millions if they satisfy their contract.
Yes.
Those dudes just, like I told somebody the other night on the show, a lot of these guys are making no more than what a good investment banker. I mean good, we talking about 6 figures, if that.
They don't get guaranteed.
Yeah, ain't nothing guaranteed, so this notion, but I keep hearing us saying, well, they different because they make millions. No. What you telling me is that you would rather put money before who you are as a man. Before you stood up for something, you saying, I'm not gonna stand. I ain't built like that. I really, and that's all this brother did. I'm glad he kept it there because he wasn't. I'm not gonna say what he said is stupid. Now the last time it was, I mean, he just didn't make no damn sense. But I respect him for it. Just shut the F.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
How do you feel? No,
Yeah, stay in your lane.
Yeah.
But I respect that brother because, again, if you got to side with what I tell y'all, I can disagree with you, but stand on your stuff. Don't be on the fence. If you go ride that side, ride it. Move to the side. Ride it. So I respect him there. But the brother in me saying, brother, get a backbone. You're not going to lose your job. They're not going to kick you off the team. Because Jerry is not Mr. Advertisement, not Mr. None of that. Y'all, they treat him like he is a master. Because don't none of them protest. And Shannon Sharp, if you was paying attention to Undisputed, he called out Jason Garrett.
He sure
and I love him for that because stop making it about a flag. Stop making it about everything but the real issue and the real reason why these brothers are doing what they're doing. So that's my little 2 cents on Dez. He somebody told him, say, man, keep that real simple. Because you ain't intelligent enough to talk about race. You ain't
to vocalize how you really feel.
You was just in college to play sports and your whole goal was to get to the league. Because I can tell by that comment. See, when you think about it, Collins said, I ain't got to say nothing to none of y'all. I'm going to keep doing me. You think he hurting in his pocket? Because that means financially, he must be doing something outside of football. If y'all sign me, y'all sign me. I'm not finna get up and say, hey, I want to play. Why? I'm not finna do none of that. Notice, everybody's talking about this but him.
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
I got a comment for all football players. If there's something you want to say and you don't want to hurt your image or, figure you're going down the wrong path and don't want to, like you said, get off that fence, you can pay me and I will do it for you. Problem solved. Problem solved.
And I really think that it's your foundation that you have with your team. Like Bennett, like one of the top defense ends in the league. So, what's Seattle coach? Seattle coach is not going. You know what? You go sit on the bench for that. I'm not going to retire like that. No, because like I say, a lot of guys on their position on the team, they feel like, well, if I say something, I'm already brand on the team. So if I say something,
well, let's get to them too. Now let's fast forward. Marshawn Lynch, Bennett. We have the first Caucasian American, white, whatever you want to call it. Chris Long to finally, step up and say something. Let's make sure we recognize another team player with Bennett who walked over there, saw him, and put his hand on him for solidarity.
Yeah, for the whole.
That's what a teammate's supposed to do.
People are getting it. Now, you mentioned Pete Carroll. His ass got called out too.
yeah.
He did.
He got called out too. It was like Shannon was on it. Like he had a whole damn bow and arrow. Was like, I got you. I'm finna come for you. I got you. And he hit all 3 of them at the same time, and I agree. If you're not going to address the real issue and why these brothers are doing it, shut up. Stop being PC about it. Marshawn Lynch. See, the news is forever changing. I don't know if y'all seen his latest video. This boy said, I think a rat that came into the room or something like that. The elephant is gone out there. In other words, don't ask me about no protest.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
The elephant left the room like
this mother. And he ain't playing. Don't ask me about it. He
Right.
said it. Now I will say this. That brother, he knows he's very smart.
He is.
He can turn around and use, I've been sitting down for 11 years.
Right.
Don't ask me about it.
Right.
But everybody that has some sense and know him know I'm sitting with this brother too.
Right.
He don't have to say it. He's been around about with his
Right.
solidarity. But he's always Marshawn, at least he's speaking. Because he can sit up the whole time and be like, no
he's
comment.
staying strong on his values.
Oh yeah.
Everything.
He haven't wavered, he haven't shifted, and he don't care.
Right.
But that's one. We have plenty of more out there that need to take the same stance if we're trying to make an impact. If we're really trying to show support. You know, just like with Dez. I don't agree with what he said. I don't necessarily, but that's just him. I can't be against this man because of his own personal values. But what I can say is that with him being so young and have the following that he has, I hope that he can make a better stance toward the African American community.
Who we talking about?
Dez. I have a family to feed. So you're giving up your history, your past, the African American men that are done wrong because you're afraid that you're going to lose your silver spoon that you just got because you ain't always had it.
Well,
That's just me. I mean, and I know you have to refute that. That's
No, I agree. I mean, no, I definitely agree. He's and it is what it is because this is their show. He's an ignorant Negro.
Well,
he is a. He does not have any.
Last week. What was I thinking last week?
I forgot what it was, but we've always had that long line of.
That's what.
We always had that long line of men in sports and in life and business. We see it in politics that I just want to ignore. Prime example: the coach for the Browns. In his comment, that's a black head coach. And Sharp ate his ass up too. If you do not have anything positive to say, just say, don't speak for your team. Don't speak for your team. I hope we don't do it. This whole notion that football, that's the outside, and that don't affect us. That's when you, and Sharp had to remind him in the same way Dez had to be reminded that you are here because of the people before you that fought and spoke for you. That is one of my biggest problems, not in just sports people, but African Americans in general who decide to say, well, I'm going to step back. I really don't care.
Yeah, that's not
No, it is your fight because, see, if somebody didn't get the hell beat out of them in the civil rights, Martin Luther King dying affects me now. It does not have to be directly because that was not my dad, he was not my uncle. But it happened. The first white person that died in the civil rights had something to do with me. It has something to do with everybody because that is actually how we got civil rights. It wasn't because these black folks was out there walking and marching. It was when they saw the first, I believe it was a white woman. She got killed. That's why they put in place, the president went down there and we ended up with civil rights. Not because we were getting the hell beat out of us. It's because when white folks started coming in and when they lost their lives, i.e. now, let's see what happens since now we have two Caucasian Americans who have said, well, you know what? I can't sit back and just be like
this is not happening.
Damn, this ain't happening. It's happening. Because we live in this life. You know what I'm saying? I see on social media a lot of people saying Chris Long was raised right. His daddy taught him something. I see a lot of, even on the sports shows, you had white commentators who were saying, well, you know, the flag is personal to me in the anthem. Again, here go my analytical ass. That song had to do with capturing slaves. So what in the hell are you trying to say? What does it mean to you? So that's what you hold in your hand, that flag. Again, my analytical ass. Y'all mad at players for protesting during the national anthem and the flag, but y'all ain't protesting the fact that this goddamn flag is made in China. I mean, somebody has no. See, I'm always thinking, you mad because no, you shouldn't do that. This is not the time or place. And anybody that know anything about protests know that it's not about making you comfortable. Shannon Sharp used a perfect analogy. So what they supposed to do it at home in front of the TV? Well, who over here? I mean, how peaceful does it get to sit or kneel and articulate, this is why I am doing it?
Right.
And it's a problem. So here's one of my solutions, and I would go put it on social media, but the world go hear it. Y'all blast it on social media. So let's figure out how we can unite people. I'm always about solution. If I'm going to complain, I got a solution for your ass. You might not like it. But y'all gonna feel this one. Y'all gonna feel this one.
Hallelujah.
So we gonna get rid of the national anthem because it's lopsided. We know it's racist. Thank you, Colin Kaepernick, for bringing that to our attention because we didn't know. We didn't. Black folks been standing up, and at the end of the day, white folks didn't. Hell, I didn't. But as that old saying goes, when you know better, you do better. It's point blank and simple. So what we're going to do is let's replace the national anthem with Family Affair by Mary J. Blige. Now, I don't know what damn song get a party started other than, I mean, that song going to get everybody on the floor. So why not play that before the beginning of the game? You tell me that ain't going to change the mood? Yeah, that ain't going to change the mood of people and want to rock and get ready for their team. That's just my solution. That was what I was thinking in my head. Again, we all about solutions, you know. Nobody can't say, well,
we just can't
y'all
come up with a
complaining.
new song. We can't have a composer come up with a new song.
Just with a new beat.
Yeah. let's get a whole new song. We don't have to take a family affair. Let's get something that.
Can we get Timberland on the track?
I mean, so many people out there that is talented that feel the movement. Let's get us a new song.
I mean, that's great too, but who said it? I don't know if anybody has said anything about it. I don't know if anybody has stepped up.
But this is your movement. We're following you now.
Nah,
you want us to change it?
You just said it, bro.
Yeah.
So, hey, I'm not going to go against you.
Let's get a petition.
I'm with you.
It's like, I just said stick to something that's already out there. If we talking football, let's leave all that out there. If that's, because if that's what everybody's saying, let's leave all that out there and let's focus on football. Let's bring everybody together. We're about bringing back. What better than a party song to get? It's already created. Than a song that reaches every color barrier. They probably partying right now over there in China, wherever there's a club. That somebody at a white fraternity party and put on Mary J. Blige. Let's get this party. You know what I'm saying? So why not do it? Hey, if anybody listening, it don't have to be. The national anthem will always be the national anthem.
You know they had a song for football, Monday Night Football, wasn't it?
And they removed them. They stopped. Yeah, but it was playing before the show.
Yeah,
it wasn't playing.
Faith Hill, and now what's the name?
No.
The Cowboy.
I'm talking about. I might be wrong because I don't really watch football. Heck, well.
Right, that's what we talking about. Hey, but it was
now
before.
The girls are doing it.
Okay.
Faith Evans had it, and last year it was the God. What I like her too.
I think everybody liked that song, right?
Yeah, I mean, but you gotta remember that was just for TV. We saw it. It wasn't played live.
Yeah.
There. So I'm just saying, hey, if we go complain, I'm just saying I believe somebody should have a solution. So somebody say, well, what's the solution? Somebody say, well, why don't we tune into the Petty Crew show? Because we might not agree, but damn, there's somebody throwing a solution. That's all
I say a new song instead of hijacking Mary's. I get somebody to write a new
we can do that
national
too.
anthem because that's erudited. back then. We have a whole new system now. I
We
mean,
can do that.
But let's get a whole new song instead of that particular song. We're taking down money.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah, since we taking down monuments, and why don't we
But
take
did
that
y'all
song?
see did y'all read the Chris long tweet?
Nah, I didn't
I
read it.
mean, you said some. I mean, this is part of the tweet. He said, "I think it's a good time for people that look like me to be here, for people that are fighting for equality." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that was deep coming from a white man. You know what I'm saying? Him, and it's him and his brother. Like them on the two I've seen him, the Chris Rock and his brother.
My only issue with that, lovely, what he said, great, glad he said it out there. But we have to get out there first in order for them to get out there.
Right.
And if Dez is saying, well, I don't,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not a part of what they got going on.
And they looking like, well, if he
Well,
gonna do it,
how do, I mean, so we want somebody else to fight for us?
They're not going to help us, and we not going to help us.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, because that's my personal rule. I can't help you if you're not willing to help me.
Exactly.
Also, let's keep in mind, you know, they are just the first ones to publicly say something.
There will be more.
And that's good.
At the root of it, you know, white American know, at the end of the day, what Colin Kaepernick and what he was trying to do is just and right. They choose not to step out there because at the end of the day, they are worried about, you know, what will my family say? What will my co-workers say? What will my... I'll give you a prime example. Again, I'm on social media and I watch and I pay attention. Let's say a killing of a black person by a police officer. How many times have you ever seen a African American on social media never say nothing about the cop, but always says something about the person that was killed? It's similar to that. They do not want to offend their white friends that are on their social media page. So it's easier to say, well, he shouldn't have been running, instead of saying, no, the professional should have did X, Y, Z. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because, see, I might work with Sally Sue, and I really don't want to offend her if I take a stance with my African American friend. I see it all the time. See, I have Caucasian Americans on my Facebook page, but I've always give everybody a warning on my page. This is what this is, like it or not. You can remove me, unfollow me, but I'm not going to change what the hell I talk about.
I wish I
It's
had
not gonna
some
change.
Caucasian friends.
I got them on my so
I need some
it's
in
no
real life.
so when you think about it, it's no
We have a
different than just say white people decide to, and we have them because we see it in the protests. I mean, Boston is mixed group of people. They'll show up to a protest, you know, we see it, but we talk about on this level as far as sports. You don't see it. You don't see the Tom Brady saying anything. You don't see, I mean, outside of them, that's it. But you really think that every last white player in the league are that dumb that they have not a clue what the hell Colin Kaepernick is? No, I don't want my family saying something if I sit up here and take a stance with these brothers. Because, see, my daddy who was in the army go get mad at me because he's disrespecting the flag, son. I mean, you see it. When they come together as not just black men and white, but as a team of brothers, mind you, they're in a union. Damn, stand together as one. Say it ain't really, this don't have nothing to do with color. Colin Kaepernick and these guys are my football brothers. They teach you that in sports.
Right.
This is my brother. Sharp, I think, said something about that, right, where, no, I can die for you on the field. We can go to war on the field.
Right.
You go stand by yourself when you bring in social justice into the picture. we don't really care about your hurt. We don't care that you feel that. But y'all go die together on that team. It ain't about color. And that's what Shannon Sharp, is exposing. Even his co-host, the same thing. And he always says, hey, I'm not black. I can't. I think the only part he lies about is when he says, I don't understand where you're coming from. And see, you don't have to be black to have compassion, to use sense. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To say, that's right. I don't know how, you might not know how I feel to be racially profiled at a mall, but you can look and see if you at the mall that black dude's that's wrong.
Yeah, it's human nature.
That's right. That's right. Wrong and right is not relegated to a color.
Hey, but before 2016, was Colin Nick King the knee? I'm saying, like, he been released in 2011.
No. He just did it, what? 2015?
Yeah.
He did it he started doing it in 2015.
Yeah.
15 or 16 or last year.
Yeah. I think it was last
Last
year.
Well, you got room, the 2016 season is 2015.
Right.
So that's basically when he started doing it, because we just now jumping into 2017 and 2018. So.
And that was one of the things. Other players have been doing it before.
Right.
That's why I said I think once media got involved, they got a soundbite from him. Now this is news. Now let's go out here and say it, because they haven't asked anybody else.
Because Vince been doing this way before this time, and he just started doing this last year.
And let me throw this out there real quick.
Well, they're not going to go over there to him, because he's going to give him the business.
But a player, it was a football player that threw out. Let me throw out this. It was a football player that said, "Why we not getting mad at the fans? How many drunk fans do you see standing up doing the national anthem who don't take off their hats, who are cussing and swearing? Why y'all as the media not pointing that out? Why y'all focus on these players? But y'all have fans that are disrespecting and doing the same thing, so
Always have. Always will.
Yeah.
No different than talking to Dez.
Well, it's a different bubble. As we discussed last week, it's a different bubble. I know what my job requires me to do. I know that I'm supposed to do certain things at my job. If one of my friends come to visit me, well, they're not under my bubble. They're just visiting where I work. So they're not upheld to the same standard that I am when I go to work. So you can't go, no, he had a hat, he sat down, he didn't. Well, you can't go pick out those people because,
put him out.
Yeah, exactly. We can't look there tapping them on the shoulder. Hey, you can take your hat off. Come on.
Yeah.
You just can't do that because that's a separate bubble. The NFL players are over here. Like we said last week, they're held to a different standard.
And they not pulling no tickets. No ticket holders off the stands unless they really have
Exactly, especially them season holders, because they done spent their money to get there, so they're not moving them. Mm-hmm. So they're held to a different standard, so to speak. Just like we said, they are the property of the NFL.
They get to bludgeon at least 3 people before they pull out the stand.
So
they're not going nowhere.
So it's a difference. So that's why. You can't fault the fan.
Gotcha. Okay. I feel you on that. Let's transition to the shade tree, and since this whole show has been on the different aspects of racism, statues, and Colin Kaepernick. For the shade tree segment, in a positive way, we're gonna put the NYPD. Police officers who have finally come out, I believe it was 50 of them, who in their protest because of Colin Kaepernick not being in the league. I don't know if you guys seen that or heard that. They were live, I believe, yesterday. And so they are the first, police, how can you put it, organization, police precinct, whatever, the police or whatever in the nation to publicly state that they are with Colin Kaepernick. Again, my analytical ass, and then I'm going to turn it over to you guys. I just started counting white faces. Where I'm glad that these men who, because now, I mean, they are a target. Not physically, but from that thin blue line, as they call it, we stick together.
Just got thinner.
They are now a target, and out of all the places in the world, New York.
No.
So,
No.
I want to commend them for that. I think that was real cool. Hopefully, we have more police officers who will come together and recognize that there is a problem within the police force, because that's where they go see a problem at, because y'all done open y'all damn mouth. Y'all done buffed this whole system and said, we messing up out here. Yeah, we killing these folks. I mean, I don't know how to put it. I mean, but so they gonna be under the shade tree for about 5 or 6, minutes or whatever. What you guys think about that? How you all feel about that? I see you over there shaking your head either way. What's up?
Well, that's already a dangerous job, and if they don't have the support they need because they voice, that's treacherous. You need your blue brothers to help you when you need it. If you can't speak out on things that need to be fixed without repercussion, what you gonna do?
Right. Sergeant Edward Raymond, who helped organize the event, said what Colin Kaepernick did is try to bring awareness that this nation unfortunately has ignored for far too long. And that kind of sums up their whole purpose of standing, with this brother. They see it again. You have to not be human, and we're all human.
Well, some of us.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Some of us not to, pay attention to what's going on. With how he's portrayed, even these killings, portrayed. But again, so we want to, salute them and bring light of that.
You know something? All the things that are happening now, all the things that people think are horrific and terrible, the only reason why it's terrible is because it's being exposed more. But all of these things have been going on all along. It's just being publicized more. Everybody got a cell phone. Everybody got a camera. It's been happening all along. When has it not happened? We just are seeing more of it because everybody can put it out there now.
Right.
And the only problem with it is people that are doing these things aren't being held accountable. And, but on the other end, people aren't standing together, unified, to try to stop it either. They might throw a little riot here or there, but that's not going to stop it. People need to unify.
What, stop the shootings?
Shootings, the killings. People have to come together to get rid of whatever it is you feel is injustice. You need to have people join together.
Oh, are we talking within the police system?
We talking about period. Not just the police, but everything. Okay, just like we talking about the police. If police are killing individuals, it's been happening. We are now just seeing it more and more and more and more, right, because everywhere, all over the country, everybody with a phone, everybody with a camera, you can put it online. Now we get to see it. It's just like the civil rights movement. You didn't see it, so it wasn't really going anywhere. Right. When it got published, when it got out there on the air, that's when things started changing. Now people can see this is really happening. Same thing with this. If you having all of these killings, you still can't get nothing done if we don't band together to stop it. We can't do nothing if we're not together as a people. We just can't do it.
Let me throw this out there to you guys real quick. I like to play devil advocate too. What if I said the people can't stop it? Like, us as citizens can't stop what the police doing. And the only way it's going to stop if the police stop it.
You can justify it.
There's nothing people can't do. Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially, I mean, as a unit, and just like he said, we can't do anything if we don't come together first, and that's the first part of the issue, is coming together. One weekend, one protest, every time something major happens, it's not effective. So you're showing support, but it already happened. How can we get in front of it to stop it? I think is the issue. I mean, we're behind it. So an African American man is killed. We show up downtown, we protest. Okay, so the next weekend, what do? Nothing. Next week after that, another African American man is killed. What do? We show up downtown and we protest. When do we get in front of the African American man being killed?
I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you how we have affected change in the past, because everything that ever changed, it didn't boil down to killings or political views. It always boiled down to money. You stop the flow of money, you change everything. You stop that money going into those pockets, they will change whatever you want changed. And that's the fact.
Okay, so
that's why those boycotts are effective, but you need more people involved. You need mass boycotts. And trust me, overnight you can get some stuff done.
But how do we boycott the police? Because we're just talking about the police. What if I said, I want you guys to Google police contracts, their union contracts. Here's why I threw that out there. Look up how their contracts are set. They know. The question keep getting asked. I see all these passionate ass. Johnny shoots Lil Pookie. Pookie go get arrested and go to jail. But Officer Bob shoots Pookie. He goes home.
I tell you how to get rid of that too. Once again, it's still the same thing. If you want to get rid of somebody, let's say a police officer, but the union, you can't get rid of them. Anybody can get rid of them. All you need is, let's say if you get written up this many times, they can get rid of you off for technicalities. You use the letter of the law to get rid of them. Use them contracts again. You can get rid of any person, but they have to want to get rid of them. That's the key.
Bingo. And you're correct. See, it's nothing that, because it's all a setup, it's nothing that we can do as a people. They are a union. Again, we're about educating. People need to understand that their union contracts are set up when that police officer shoots somebody. He has so many days that he can get his shit together.
His story.
So I don't even have to go any further. Google union police contracts. Understand how their contract as a union. Hello, did I not say if them brothers for the NFL had some backbone? The police are untouchable. It is point blank and simple. Because their union contracts are so tight. If I shoot this man, I have it in this contract. I'm going to be on leave. Because folks are asking the question, they're asking the wrong question. The media is not giving people the true story of what is going on and why. You notice you never hear nobody says, well, this is why Sergeant Bob doesn't get arrested, because his union contract says he's not going to get arrested. That has nothing to do with people. His union contract. Secondly, the Supreme Court made it to where if a police officer, all he had to look at the line that they throw out. Bingo. Mm-hmm. The Supreme Court has made it to where all an officer has to do and say I was fearing for my life.
That can over scared me.
So there's no so again,
That's Skittle.
and we dropping and I gotta say we dropping knowledge that you ain't gonna get nowhere else because I don't see nobody else talking about it. I don't see mainstream media telling folks this because it's never talked about. I watch enough TV. I read enough articles. Tell me where you find out where they telling them the truth and telling the people this is why Sergeant Bob doesn't get arrested. You never, I don't give a damn if you Democrat, what liberal, they never tell you the truth on why that officer does not get arrested. Google contracts for police officers. They're
Hey,
union contracts.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, like, for us coming together, but how many white folks, okay, last year they killed, all the killing, how many of those people, something happened, something, I ain't talking about it just got fired with pay. I mean, how many times did something like happen to them?
Yeah. I mean, they make an example once in a blue moon.
No, here's right.
But with us, I mean, you know, as far as like I say, the killings, we kind of like, okay, I'm gonna kill him. He get 40 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The next person gonna be like, well, let me think about this before I do this. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the other, like all the white folks, okay, he got off, and he got off, and he got off,
Yeah.
and what he say, and what he say, you just same thing.
Well, you know,
You know
they get
what
a
I'm saying?
trifecta every once in a while. You know, they're lock up a white officer. It's a female. You know, she's a Republican. You
Watch
know,
this.
she got a little Hispanic in her, so trifecta.
But
yes.
But what, and not only that, it's how you ladies like to say we don't know how to cover ourselves. A lot of them officers get put in jail because they didn't cover themselves.
Yeah, they were stupid.
I give you a prime example.
Yeah.
The officer, it was some officers in Georgia. I don't know if you heard this story or seen the video, and I watched it. The officers initially lied and said that the guy in the car tried to run him over. And they shot the dude in the head. Remember,
Yeah.
before we saw the footage, they went off what the officer said. But once they released that damn video, what happened is this dude shot this dude, fell on his ass because the gun was just that hard. Popped him. Now, was he trying to drive off? Hell yes. That's just another ticket. That's another charge.
Yeah.
That's not a shot in the head.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how you go to jail. Because you didn't cover your ass.
Did you see the one where the officers, what they did was they turned off the body cam and then they planted some, what was it, drugs?
I believe in Baltimore.
Yeah, but what happens, the camera records the first, 10 seconds or something.
Right,
and they end up catching it. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all didn't learn nothing about the body cam before you put it on.
You didn't pay attention.
Yes, come on. What kind of crooked cop are you?
So I mean, so that answers the question of how
So
the
that's how they get caught.
That's how they end up going to jail.
Idiots.
Bingo, because you're an idiot.
Yes, if you're going, I don't even want to talk about that kind of
So
thing.
really, that's the only way.
Right, because you got.
Until change is made,
But
yes,
the
that is the
judicial
only
system-
way. They have to shoot themselves in the foot. So
I think that the UK, they got it right. You know, I would, and a lot of people are against it, but I would love cameras everywhere because crime would drop significantly if we had cameras everywhere. You know, them cats over there don't even carry guns. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. They don't carry guns. They got a gun squad.
Hey, next time you rolling on the freeway,
this is big.
just look up.
Yes.
Pay attention on your pose. You go down 35.
But that's freeway. I need them right back.
Yeah, that's fine, but that's
right near that.
But you know what's gonna happen with that? The first thing that what's gonna happen is gonna be a protest for privacy.
CTV,
It's
they got it everywhere.
So, again, before we wrap up and keep it moving, we want to commend those 50 police officers for at least
something.
Oh, it was 80. Okay, well, that 80, and that long, maybe that speckle of, cream.
Just commend the people that were out there.
Yeah, all of it. I'm just saying you gotta acknowledge them. I just want to separate them because it still take a lot. I mean, it takes because they're the one that's gonna be looked at a little bit harsh.
Right.
So I gotta throw them out there, even though I'm making a joke about
Michael
it.
of the time.
Yeah, we want to commend them, and hopefully, other police officers, piggyback off of it and step out there, and that's how the change gonna come. It's gonna have to change with them. As usual, as we get close to wrapping up this show, we want to send you guys into the week with something positive. The song that I picked before we head out is Fabulous by Jaheim. So we're going to play that, we're going to come back, and then I'm going to give the parting shot, and we're going to be up out of there.
One beatbox for everybody.
Y'all want it today, that's what I'm talking about.
Beatbox.
Somebody got rap? Oh shit, somebody looking. I'm trying to figure out who's this.
I don't know, there's two people on the answer bell.
No, that's the same person.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
They don't want me in the inbox?
You got jokes. You got jokes. Let me see.
The man from Police Academy.
I wonder if I can come in.
I don't know.
Are you looking fresh?
I hope that ain't being recorded. That ain't no girl, that's a dude.
No, I'm talking about that Colleen.
Yeah. Yeah, she out of the...
Who that is? That's just my baby.
Yeah. But I'm glad she called in.
Yeah.
My baby daddy.
I've been looking for you.
Nah, hold up. Ain't nobody looking for me. I'm caught up.
Alright.
I'm good.
Alright.
My paper's straight. No, I done been through enough of it. Oh, you got your phone playing. Lord. That boy crazy.
I am hungry. You ever go out to eat after the show?
Hey man, I've been trying to do something. I mean, what's
I
up?
stay starving.
Well, I need to go back to work.
Oh. And a great way.
Take our picture.
Hey, a great way
You got your
to.
red on.
I didn't
My
say this
red is in
Sunday.
the car.
I'm wasting my time. What's this
I didn't say this Sunday.
Just wear it again.
Next
We'll take
Sunday.
pictures.
No, we're gonna do it next
Anybody-
Sunday because we gotta do it.
I keep my shirt hanging up in the car.
Great. I'm talking about that.
Well, boy, just do
That way I won't
yesterday.
forget. And my shoes
Look
in my
look
bag.
good on you, my brother.
You do, you look nice. Now, if you just want us to take pictures, I'm ready to smile. They done made me get these fake eyelashes I'm about to take off.
Yeah, man. Say,
Let me get your money worth.
I like how you clean that up. So the next time you hear have a little old thing when you mention, just pop them upside the head. Just pop. But I like how you caught that though. You was like, cause see, no, bam. I love that. I love that. That's what I'm talking about. But y'all want it, man.
We should talk about interracial relationships and the race divide.
Ooh. Shoot that just old
Interracial?
ShellyT. Yeah, that's a whole.
I love white girls.
Hey, me too.
I know. Oh well.
I had a white
We got
maid.
a little old story though.
Oh, I just only talk to white girls.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Man.
I remember one time I talked to a black chick. I'm like, you're not white, but I'll talk to you anyway. I used to say whatever.
And I'm the total opposite. I did it
Shoot
once.
that to Shelly with the racial divide. How did that go in the household?
I used to talk like that. I used to tell women whatever I was thinking. I mean, really, what I was thinking. Let's say sex. I'm like, you are fucking horrible. How did you have kids?
I was uncomfortable.
I used to talk like that.
Everybody, y'all.
I really did. I used to be,
I'm gonna
and
be
you know,
real
that might sound harsh, but I really talk that way.
Huh? Yes.
If I believed it, I would say it.
Hey, we are back. The parting shot is gonna be short and sweet. That was again Fabulous by Jaheim. The whole moral of that whole song was we all fall down, but don't beat yourself up upside your head with your stumbles. At the end of the day, you're still somebody. Don't let your past define who you are. Let your future be who you want to be. That is the parting shot. We are the Petty Crew. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You name it, we are on the social media sites. You guys have something to say before you get out of here?
Hey, all my kids have a good first day of school. Not my kids, but kids.
Yeah, because the Petty Crew love the kids.
Love the kids.
My tone does not dictate my mood.
All right. Roz, you got something to say real quick?
Y'all just have a great week. We'll see y'all next Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Petty Crew, and we are out of here.
Silence.
Hello, I'm Rosz.
ShellyT.
I was just about to give you some damn. Good job. Come on, give me some. I was just about to. Good job,
Man, I'm
baby.
the comedian.
Already.
Yeah, a
she don't
little
wanna
bit.
do
You
it
just get too fake.
We're gonna make it real tight though. I'm talking about. Yeah, man, that was cool.
We ain't supposed to have no silence, no dead air.
We out of here, people.